Hello and welcome to Get Up and Game. My name is Josh, and in this video I'm very excited to be bringing you a preview card for the upcoming Next Evolution campaign expansion for Marvel Champions, releasing in just over a month from when this video is coming out. Huge thanks to Fantasy Flight Games for including me in the spoiler campaign. Now, I couldn't be happier to be showing you the card I have for you because it is a hero card from Domino's kit. And even after we've seen most of the upcoming heroes from the X-Force wave, she remains the hero I am most excited to play. And that's saying a lot because my goodness, they all look fantastic. Now there are two parts to Domino that make her so exciting to me. The first is her central mechanism of discarding the top card of your deck and counting the resources in order to make good use of effects like Probability Field, a good workout, Luck Be a Lady, and her pistol. The second part of Domino that's going to make her so fun to play is all the manipulation she has access to in order to mitigate the randomness of constantly chucking cards from her deck into her discard pile. With abilities like her Alter Ego power that allows you to swap the top card of your discard pile into your hand, her Hero power that lets you swap a card from your hand to the top of your deck, and Pip the Pug that puts a Domino or Posse card from your discard pile on top of your deck, you have some level of control in order to get the right cards in the right place for the right time. And it's in the latter category that we find our preview card, as the Painted Lady is another piece to the puzzle of preventing Domino from feeling like she's flailing randomly and hoping for the best. It's a one-cost support with the text, Response: after you discard a card from the top of your deck, attach that card face down here to a maximum of 3. And it has the Alter Ego action, Exhaust the Painted Lady, add one card attached here to your hand. So this will bring to mind effects like Bruno Corelli, George Stacy, and Hawkeye's Quiver. I am so glad she has this card, because if you're anything like me, the idea of discarding cards from her deck to boost effects sounds like a lot of fun, but there's also a lot of potential for heartbreak when you see some of your key cards like Probability Field hit the discard pile. Sure, she could always flip to Alter Ego and swap a key card back into your hand if it's still on top of the discard pile, but that's not always going to be convenient. With the Painted Lady in play, you can grab the cards you don't want to lose and save them for your next trip to Alter Ego. Let's take a quick look at a couple of key elements of this card. One, it does have a limit of 3 cards at a time, so you can't save every card that you discard, and you might have to make some choices occasionally. Hopefully you'll be able to flip back and forth frequently enough that you can keep adding one card to your hand on your way down to Alter Ego, and then another on the next turn, keeping some slots available to be sure to save the cards you don't want to lose. Another thing worth mentioning is that the response is always optional. So if a card goes by that you don't feel like you need to hold on to, you can just choose to not activate the Painted Lady's response. And it shares the same timing trigger with Jackpot and White Fox, so you're free to choose the responses on those cards instead of attaching them to the Painted Lady. Speaking of Jackpot, let's take a look at some of the cool things Domino is going to be able to do. Let's say we're starting our turn and we have Probability Field and Pip the Pug in play, and Jackpot, Luck Be a Lady, the Painted Lady, and 2 other cards in our hand. We want to start our turn by attacking and using the Probability Field to boost it with the top card of our deck. We could use Domino's Hero power to swap Jackpot to the top, guaranteeing 3 resources and therefore 3 extra damage. But we really want to save that for Luck Be a Lady. So we're going to risk it with the unknown top card of our deck. Just to be safe though, let's play the Painted Lady first using one of these cards we don't care about in our hand. Now that that's down, we'll exhaust to attack and trigger Probability Field, discarding the top card of our deck. Come on, wild resource! Ah, darn it, it's Professor X. We were really hoping to draw that into our hand and play him, but oh well, at least we can attach him to the Painted Lady. We finish our attack dealing 3 damage since the Professor has 1 resource icon on him and it isn't wild. Now we'll use Domino's Hero power to swap the Jackpot with the top card of our deck. Then we'll use a card in our hand we don't care about to play Luck Be a Lady, and we know the card we're going to discard is Jackpot, so we get all 3 effects from Luck Be a Lady. Nice! Now if we wanted to, we could shuffle Jackpot back into our deck, or we could choose to attach it to the Painted Lady, but in this case, let's not trigger any of the responses and just let Jackpot hit the discard pile. After Luck Be a Lady is done resolving, it'll go on top of the discard pile, covering up the Jackpot. From here, we can flip to Alter Ego. We'd really like to play the Professor, but we can't afford him. Thankfully, Domino has a few more tricks up her sleeve. First, we can use Pip to move a Domino card from her discard pile to the top of her deck. So let's exhaust him and move Luck Be a Lady to the top of our deck, revealing Jackpot. Now we can use Nina's ability to swap the top card of the discard pile with a card in our hand. We'll add Jackpot to our hand and put this card we don't care about on top of the discard pile. Now we can exhaust the Painted Lady to put the Professor in our hand and play him with the 3 resources on Jackpot. How cool was that? And next turn we can use Pip again to put Jackpot on top of our deck if we want to and start the shenanigans all over again. And the Painted Lady isn't limited to just Domino's cards, so it'll be there to save any key one-ofs you might really be looking for from being lost for a whole deck pass, like Boot Camp or Clarity of Purpose. And since you have to use it in Alter Ego anyways, it's great for holding onto cards that you can only play in Alter Ego like X-Gene and Meditation. All in all, if Domino wasn't already my most anticipated hero of the cycle, then this card might have tipped her over for me, because it's just so great to know she has this one more extra layer of control to make sure she's always going to have the cards fall her way. I want to thank you so much for joining me here today, and if you enjoyed your time here, please consider giving the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I have other videos like this, as well as tutorials, rules clarifications, and playthroughs, and I really look forward to seeing you next time we get up in game. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.